าตเทสตรีมแป๊บสตรีมมาด้วยดียังไงก็สวัสดีแฟนๆเพจของ Magister Top คุงด้วยนะครับผมหรือว่า MTKM นะครับวันนี้เราจะมากับเกม Hogwarts Legacy ท่าดาตามด้านขวานี้เลยนะครับซึ่งทาง Magister เนี่ยได้จริงๆน่าจะโพสต์ผิดจริงๆต้องเป็น EP ที่ 2 แล้วเพราะ EP แรกเนี่ยไปสตรีมบน Twitchนะครับผมก็เดี๋ยววันนี้เรามาสตรีมผ่านทาง Facebook กันเพราะว่าตัวก็เรียก Challenge นั้นนะของบนทางฝั่งม่วงเขาเนาะก็เรียบร้อยแล้วเดี๋ยววันนี้เรามาเล่นกันต่อนะครับเป็นพาร์ท EP ที่2นะครับผมไป let's go เริ่มกันเลยดีกว่าเพื่อเป็นการไม่เสียเวลาล่าสุดก็คือเราอยู่ที่ห้องพักของกิฟฟินดอร์นะครับผมไม่รู้เฟรมเรทจะตกหรือเปล่านะ เพราะว่าตอนคัดซีนที่เข้ามาในโรงเรียนแบบเขาเรียกนะเพิ่งไปทำภารกิจกับก็คือเรียกเขาเรียกนะโหลุ่มหัวจมท้ายกับอาจารย์ที่เขามารับเราเนาะแล้วก็ไปเจอถ้วยอเล็กซิสที่มันดูความทรงจำได้แล้วเราก็ถูกก็คือช่วยเหลืออาจารย์มาโผล่ที่ประตูแถวบริเวณใกล้ๆกับฮอกวอตส์เนาะแล้วเราก็ได้มารีจิสเตอร์เป็นนักเรียนของฮอกวอตส์เรียบร้อยแล้วก็ได้คัดสรรจากหมวกมาเป็นบ้านกริฟฟินดอร์อย่างที่ทุกคนเห็นอยู่ตอนนี้นะครับผมแล้วก็หลังจากที่เราได้คัดสรรหมวกแล้วปุ๊บเนี่ยเราก็ได้มาอยู่ห้องพักซึ่งอาจารย์ที่พาเรามาก็จะเป็นศาสตราจารย์วิสลีย์เนาะก็คือถ้าก็มีคนถ้าอิงจากในหนังก็คือจะเป็นศาสตราจารย์คล้ายๆนะศาสตราจารย์มาก่อนเนาะถ้าใครไม่เคยได้ดูตรงนี้ก็ต้องขออภัยด้วยครับหากสปอยเนาะแต่ว่าถ้าเลี่ยงกับสปอยเนี่ยแนะนำว่าปิดคลิปนี้แล้วไปดูหนังก่อนแล้วค่อยกลับมาดูเนาะจริงๆทางนี้ก็จำเนื้อเรื่องไม่ค่อยได้เท่าไหร่แต่ถ้าจำได้ยังไงเดี๋ยวก็จะพูดกันในคลิปเนาะเริ่มกันเลยดีกว่าเรามากันที่ห้องพักของกริฟฟินดอร์บอกให้เราไปที่ห้องคอมมอนรูมนี่ไม่ใช่ที่ห้องเรียนต้องลงไปอีกอันนี้สำรวจหมดแล้วจะมี3ชั้นเป็นหอคอยแต่นักเรียนภาคกริฟฟินดอร์คือ
Which way is the common room?
แต่แบบงงมากว่าอยู่กันได้ยังไงนี่เลเวล1ล็อกได้คาถาอัลโรโมมากกูเนี่ยแหละเนี่ยแหละฉันเนี่ยแหละคือนักเรียนปี1ไม่ใช่ปี1ปี5ที่เข้ามากลางคันเนาะมันจุดยังไงเห็นอันนี้คือห้องพักหญิงแต่เราขึ้นไปไม่ได้จะไล่ไปมา
Seems that's off limits to me.
จะยิงแม่งหน้าตา
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food like that poor man. That girl thinks she can get away with anything.
ก็เมาส์มอยกันบลาบลาบลาบลา
Perhaps I should.
ไม่ได้จะทักทายใครก่อนดี introduce เอาคนที่ถูกเรารู้สึกว่าถูกฉลก
Still not working.
Who does Nelly think she
Why
is?
did I shot every year?
I would really like someone to try it.
I tried.
คนนี้ดูเป็นคน คนที่อัธยาศัยดีเนาะ
It'll be the
ดู
next
คนนี้
butterbeer.
ดูอัธยาศัยดี
Don't fall off
Keep
this
it
time, Nelly. Get down. A professor could arrive any
That girl thinks
moment.
she can get away with
Lumos.
anything.
คนนี้ก็ดูกล้าหา
Shame
ญ
you weren't born with wings, Nelly. I'm sure you'd use them. I don't want to
Nelly
get in
would
trouble
do
the
anything
first
for
day.
attention.
ส่วนคน
Theories
นี้
would
ก็
work.
ดู
Oh, what did I do wrong
เราจะ
this
เลือกใครดี
time?
คนที่ดูอัธยาศัยดีเนาะเฟรนลี่เขาแบบคือดูมีคอมมูนิตี้อ่ะคนที่สองดูกล้าหาญแล้วก็คนที่สามดูน่าจะแบบใฝ่เรียนรู้อ่ะเนาะเอาใครดีอ่ะ
Oh,
จะดูใครก่อน
Perhaps
ดี
I should.
คนนี้ก่อนละกัน
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I him
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just
ไม่
there?
ค่อยคุ้นชินกับแสดงอังกฤษ
Oh,
จาก
yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
bit trickier
I'd say your wand work could be a bit more fluid.
My wand work is fine, thank you. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. I'm just going to keep at it.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
the first day
Revelio.
Levelia เอาไม่ได้ไง
Who does Nelly think she is, anyway?
If I get caught, I shan't defend you.
นี่ยังเอาไม่ได้ต้องจุดไฟหาคนที่สอง
Shame you weren't born with wings, Nelly. I'm sure you used them.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough?
อันนี้ไม่
Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at
หา
Hogwarts.
สถานที่หรืออะไรอย่างเงี้ย
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
กลัวความสูง
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds. You don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
ฮอกวอตส์เนี่ยคือมังกรจะเป็น
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never
ก็
know.
คือพวกแบบพ่อมั
Bye
น
for
ก็ไม่
now.
สามารถที่จะแบบจัดการตัวมังกรได้อะไรอย่างเงี้ยในมังงะหรือว่าเกมอื่นๆเขาก็อิงอันนี้ซะส่วนใหญ่มังกร
Here, have a sip.
ไม่สามารถ
Go on.
ทำลายด้วยเวทมนต์
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello. You're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here.
Weasley?
Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the ministry was with you in the
ก่อน
carriage?
นี่คือเวสลีย์
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
หรือกูเข้าใจผิดเอง
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
She's my aunt อ้าววิสลีย์เดียวกัน That you can really want
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest.
ดีนะมี
Still,
ป้ายอยู่
she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there. Based on some reactions, it may need a bit more work.
บัตเตอร์มันคือบัตเตอร์เอามาทำ
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference fundamentally between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my creativity as much as you might think.
จะได้เรียนวิชา
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
โชคดีนะ
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
ไหนอะใครบอกว่านิวนักเรียนแบบว่าเฮ้ยนักเรียนใหม่ศาสตราจารย์เขารออยู่อ่ะดื่มชาสักนิดเพื่อความเป็นผู้ดีโอ้โหไปมีคนบอกว่าศาสตราจารย์รออยู่เดี๋ยวนะต้องมุดเหรอ
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year.
มันคือหนังสือไกด์
You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
หายไปแล้ว
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
มันเป็นตัวจริงได้ปะวะ
This way.
จ้า
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic
Lumos.
and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
ได้เลยกดทีแล้วมันมีเมนูทีขึ้นมา
Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide...
Revelio.
Revelio อาจารย์ก็คือสรุปมันก็เหมือนกับเป็นแบบเขาเรียกว่าอะไรนะอ๋อเหมือนเป็นคาแรคเตอร์ที่แบบ
Clever,
สะส
isn't
ม
it?
อะไรเงี้ย
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
มาเร็วจัง
Potato.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
แล้ว
Lumos. Revelio.
เปิดได้ไหมมีเงินมีทองแต่ละนี่แม่เดียวพาไปไหนดี
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
คือ fast travel อาจารย์ให้ใช้เลยเหรอ fast travel เนี่ย
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get
Central
almost
Hall.
anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Revelio.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
เอากระดาษนั้นได้ไงอ่ะ
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
ป้องกันตัวจากศาสตร์มืดเนาะว่าอาจารย์คนไหนเพื่อนสอนทำไมต้องเรียนป้องกันตัวจากศาสตร์มืดเพราะอะไรเพราะว่าแบบเอาไว้ใช้แบบป้องกันกับผู้คนที่แบบคือข้อมูลแม่มดที่ไม่ดีอะไรเงี้ยเพื่อต่อเขาเรียกนะรับมืออะไรอย่างเงี้ยเขามีคืออะไรเขามีก็เป็นสถานที่ที่เป็นแบบกับเมืองพ่อมดไม่ใช่เมืองอ่ะนั่นเป็นหมู่บ้านหรืออะไรสักอย่างหมู่บ้านอะมันหมู่บ้านพ่อมดแม่มดอะไรอย่างเงี้ยก็จะมีพวกร้านขายของก็เหมือนหมู่บ้านหนึ่งมีตลาดมีร้านขายของอะไร
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
หนังสือกระดาษบินนี้มันจีบยังไงไม่มีคาถาอีกไอ้เนี่ยหรอ
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
ใช้เป็นแบบใช้ V แล้วเราจะดึง E นี่มาได้ยังไงต้องเรียนคาถาก่อนใช่ไหมนะไปไหนอ่ะฝึกมาให้ไปไหนไปคุยอยู่เดี๋ยวก่อนนะไม่เข้าไปเรียนอะไรบ้างวะเนี่ยเดี๋ยวก่อนเลวิโอเซอร์เอาเลนไอ้นี่ก่อนละกันดึงกระดาษดึงสิ่งของเรียกสิ่งของคาถาเรียกสิ่งของ
Wait to watch you try.
try อะไรวะใครจะ try วิ่งเลยจ้ะวิ่งเลยจ้ะวิ่งไป
Leave me be! What do you want? My life is behind. I promise.
ไปเรียนก่อนอาจจะมึนหัวนิดนึงนะทุกคน
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Potions
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to
And
the
she's a
lesson.
first year.
Astro
No need to look at me like
Momentum
that. And I know what you're about to say, so you can hold your tongue.
อันที่พอ
I do
จำ
not
ได้
talk
นะ
about her
Astro
all the time.
Momentum อันเนี้ยรู้
You haven't
แต่
seen
เรา
her about,
ไม่
have
บอ
you?
กหรอกว่ามันไม่ใช่
If you
ทำอะไร
pay attention, Sharp has plenty of useful advice regarding antidotes. I think people are too hard on him myself.
Can't somebody let me copy their potions homework? I'm at least moderately good at charms, and I
โร
promise
บา
I'll
ด้า
let you
นี่
copy
ก็น่า
mine.
จะเคยเห็นอยู่
I'd rather Howin be teaching potions than Sharp. I don't like how often he mentions common poisons. It's like he's planning something.
Experimus
What? It's not plausible.
I don't know why Sharp's always referring to standard ingredients. Nothing is standard.
อันนี้ไม่แน่ใจ
Just walking around with mistletoe berries.
นี่ไงอีโบโรมอส
If those bouncing bulbs get
Wingardium
big, they can be quite
Leviosa.
strong. I'd keep an eye you don't get one that's too mature, or you'll be having to cast the
Leviosa.
fire-making spell, and I'm sure that won't go over well if garlic tells black.
Don't get me started on how horrifying venomous tentacular
รู
are.
มอสแม็กซิมา
Why
เนี่
we're
ย
forced
รู
to
มอสแม็กซิ
engage with
มา
them in class instead of just reading about them is
แบบ
beyond
ทำให้ส
me.
ว่างมากอะไรอย่างเงี้ย
Something so
Lumos
peaceful about
maxima.
tending to magical plants. Venomous tentacular being a notable exception.
Makes no sense to me why first years don't study
Oh.
Abyssinian shrivel figs. Why should they escape the torment?
I could wander the greenhouses for hours. Just need to
ก็น่าจะ
avoid
ประ
the
มาณเนี้ย
venomous
มีน็อกซ์ด้วย
tentacular
เห็น
and
ไหม
the
น็อก
devil's
ซ์
snare.
NOx
I
น็อกคือ
heard
ดับไฟ
that Isaac Cooper receives several owls
อะ
a
โลโฮ
week
โม
from
ล่า
Cooper
นี่ไง
to
อะโลโฮ
Myris.
โมล่า
I suppose he is rather dashing.
Why would anyone bother sending secret love letters? If you want to win me
Lucio
over,
ไม่แน่ใจมี
just treat me to a
หรือเปล่า
butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
How do
มีเขียน
owls know
ซ้ำ
where
ๆด้วย
to deliver their
ไปเรียน
letters?
ดีกว่า
They say her.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
เซียว
Akio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
fresh air คือเหมือนกับเอาไปสูดอากาศข้างนอกมันจะมีกีฬาอะไรอย่างเงี้ยเนี่ยหากมีเสียงอื่นที่ไม่ใช่เสียงเกมเนี่ยต้องขออภัยด้วยนะครับทุกคนแบบกระตุกมาก
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your... That's it! Don't lose your... Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. Excellent control there. Very good. Happens to the best of us. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us begin.
เดินเอาสิกูก็แม่นเหมือนกัน
Here we go
ได้ฟิวล่ะมาฟิวล่ะ
What's this
ได้มาแหวเฮ้ยลมบุมเก่งนะ
There we go
มา
Accio.
อาฟาโด
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
มา
This round settles it all.
หลังตรงนี้แหละ
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Accio.
อาฟาโดเนเมอร์แลมยูไปแล้วมึง
Let us see this.
ว้าโอ้โหขี้โกงชิบหายโดนชนแล้วมึงยังจะเอามาได้อีกโอ้โหมาได้
Accio.
อุ้ยชิบหายเลย
Not to worry.
Here we go.
ไม่ได้จริง
That's it.
เซ็งเลยแย่จริง
Very good, both of you. Well done.
ๆต้องแก้มือใหม่ถ้ามันให้เล่นซ้ำได้จะแก้มือใหม่อีกรอบกัน อากิโดอาฟาโด
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
แล้วก็มาปักหลักเหมือนกับมันเหมือนเราย้ายโรงเรียนอะ
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me. This enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Incredible.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course. A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
What kind for you to say มาดูยังไงอยู่เนาะ The Shiny Reason.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Revelio.
The Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm not
lies.
telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flag?
Lumos. Revelio.
แมวเยอะจังเลยแมวอ่ะ
It was Hephaestus Hall.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't black, but you're all in
You
trouble.
can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Blue powder หมายถึงท่าอะไรเนี้ยหรอผงฟูอ่ะ
Revelio. Potato.
Potato
Revelio.
เรียนอ๋อได้เรียนอารมณ์โมล่าโดนทุกอย่างห้องน้ำมีมาท่าจอมค่ำควร
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
ต้องทำคาถาให้หลับหรอมันจะเปิดได้อ่ะมันมีนะคาถาทำให้หลับหรือแช่แข็ง something
Revelio.
โอ้เฟรมเรทตกเฟรมเรทตกเฟรมเรทตกโอ้ปรับกราฟิกเฮ้ยกราฟิกก็ไม่ได้สูงนะโอ้โลทุกอย่างเนี่ยงงมากโอ้อันนี้มันเรียนในนี่แบบคาถาป้องกันตัวจากสัตว์มืด
Revelio.
ไม่เจอล่ะบนหัว
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
อยู่บนหัวอะไรเงี้ยวะเนี่ยงงไม่ขึ้นรูปด้วย
How nice to see you, my young friend.
อ้าวล็อกอีกขยันล็อกมาทีเนี่ยฮัลโหลโฮโมล่าก็ยังไม่มีฮัลโหลโฮโมล่าเนี่ยทำไม
Potato. Revelio.
ไม่มีอ่ะมาลงไป
Accio.
Accio.
Revelio.
แบบไอ้นี่มาโอ้เฟรมเรทโอ้โหโหลดหนักมากอ่ะแต่พอมาไม่เป็นไรงง
Revelio.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as for only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek.
You'll make me late.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a
Revelio.
jar. But he failed, as did his containment. So I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my
Lumos.
privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed.
Revelio.
To draw up a contract with her, not with him, that if I behaved, I'd have one weekly swim. Whee!
I'll get you for this.
โอ้เฟรมเรทคือตกมากอ่ะถ้าจอไม่ไหวอ่ะ1080เนี่ยไม่ไหวจริงๆแต่โลหมดแล้วนะเรื่องเลย
Revelio.
เลนกว้างกว้างมากที่เห็นแบบ
Revelio.
เลเวเลียเทใส่มากนี่น่าจะไปมาแล้วมั้งหรือเปล่า
Revelio.
มาหรอเดี๋ยวไปด้วย
Revelio.
Revelio. Long
142 staircases, and this is where they put me.
Long.
Revelio.
ไม่มีอะไรเลยข้างล่างเชี่ยไม่ว่ามีอะไรซ่อนอยู่ไหมไม่มี
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
วิชาแบบเหนื่อยทุกประสาทเลยอ๋อตรงนี้มันเดินมาได้มีกระถาดีกว่าป้องกันตัวจากสลัด
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
แต่การเลวิโอซ่ายังไงวะมิงก็เตรียมเลวิโอซ่า
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Larger. Go on, go on.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember? Good. Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
คนที่ก็ต้องกดอะไรวะกินกดคิวไปเลย
Levioso. Good form. I know. Lucky. Nothing lucky about it. This card but Protego. Let's just say
I do like duels. If only all of my students were this adept.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
เรายิ้มแห้งยิ้มแห้งอ่ะ
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again.
Well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Revelio.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Always thought Levioso was for first year.
Nice work.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Lumos. Revelio.
เดี๋ยวค่อยมาคุยนะครับแป๊บนึง
If you know the right... Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
เดี๋ยวจะลื่นก็ลื่นเดี๋ยวจะอ๋ออยู่ข้างบน Not Leviosa.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio.
ไปต่อไปต่อจ้าโอ้ยทำไมตกบ่อยไงเฟรมเรท
I've always said that travel broadens the...
คาถาดึงของมาด้วยสิ
Accio.
Central Hall อยู่ไหนมีที่หนึ่งเหรอมันมีหน้าที่ที่ยังไม่เปิดไม่ใช่เสร็จแล้วกระดาษบินหยิบกระ จอเราตกเลยรัวเฟรมเรทตกรัวเมื่อวานไม่เป็นนะทุกคนไม่ใช่เมื่อวานนี่ม่วนก่อนไม่เป็นงงจังเลยอ่ะ
Here.
บินอยู่สองแล้วนี่นะปริศนาธรรม
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
ชาปรุงยาเหรอ
Revelio.
ใครสอนวะไม่คุ้นเลยอ่ะนึกว่าเป็นอาจารย์คนนั้นไปกว่า
Revelio.
กุญแจล็อกขึ้นเปิดได้ป่าวะไม่ได้ต้องไปเรียนวิงการเดียมเลวิอาริซ่ามา
Yes, as well. But surely those were curdled.
เมื่อกี้อะไรอ่ะไม่ทันอ่ะ
Accio.
Was it? Half a bottle of flabbergasted?
Revelio.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
I'd like to retire to Hogsmeade one day.
Revelio.
My family now.
ไม่เจอมีหัวเกือบขาด
Revelio.
Lock. Can lock.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
Revelio.
My family has a gobstone every year. Bit chaotic, but loads of
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
ขอพักเล่นเป็นคอทำไมแบบถังเหล้าเยอะจังเดินวนงงนี่จะทางไปห้องมาของเดินคอ
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
โอ้รู้สึกเป็นเลยหรอที่ไม่นี่มันแสงบอกกัน
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented
Revelio. Revelio.
Loading. มาถึงห้องหมอเนี่ย
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Help me.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
There you are.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Sebastian กับคนหนึ่งใครไปดีวะ
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Ah, there you are.
you have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Professor, why must I complete these tasks?
They are meant to give you first-hand experience as you proceed to master new bits of magic. Good luck, and I shall see you soon.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Professor, why must I complete these tasks?
They are meant to give you first-hand experience as you proceed to master new bits of magic. Good luck, and I shall see you soon.
Accio! Got it. Professor, why must I complete these tasks?
They are meant to give you first-hand experience as you proceed to master new bits of magic. Good luck, and I shall see you soon.
Revelio. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Accio! Brilliant. Revelio.
Might some kind soul help me?
I trust the preliminary tasks were...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
นั้นนะ
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
เฮ้ยได้อีกแล้วเจอตัวอะไรก็ไม่รู้ไม่ดูเลย
Revelio. Levioso.
กระถาดึงของหายโอ้เก็บให้ทำไมวะ
Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio.
ส่วนนั้นคือทางเข้าของฮับเปอร์พับถ้าไม่ใช่ไม่พ่นอะไรใส่ก็ไม่รู้เล่าออก
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Revelio. Levioso.
โอเคงั้นเดี๋ยว Register ขออนุญาตปิดไลฟ์ก่อนนะครับเพราะตอนนี้รู้สึกง่วงนอนมากไงก็ขอบคุณทุกคนที่เข้ามารับชมรับฟังกันในวันนี้ด้วยนะครับผมขอบคุณนะครับสวัสดีครับบ๊ายบาย